Welcome my boys and girls, I hope you're all doing good, having a great day. We are back with another PvP tier list, this time around for September 2025. If you guys are wondering why we have been doing this every month, the reason for that is we have returning players and new players coming to the Diablo Immortal, trying to find the latest videos on how each class is performing inside of Diablo Immortal. And so for them, this is gonna be a informative video, and for you guys who've been sticking around for months and months, you might agree with me or disagree with me. That is gonna be fun as well. And as always, this is gonna be my personal opinion and not a fact. I have a disclaimer on the left top. This video is Apollyon personal opinion, meaning my personal opinion and not a stated fact. And we will be ranking these classes depending on the attack power, tankiness for objective, and ability to support your team, and how fast they can do hit and run. PvP tier list is September 2025. We will be back next month as well, and you guys can see I end up changing the ranking to something different. This way we might get a better idea how each class is performing. At least I thought this format might be fun, trying to do something new every month, so things stay somewhat fresh. But anyhow, we're gonna be starting with our first class. That is gonna be Tempest. Tempest has been super amazing since the release of it last year, and I believe so Tempest is somewhat in between being a meta class or close to being a meta class. I think you guys will agree with me when I say that Tempest is either a meta right now or close to the meta classes. Really strong when it comes to attack power and hit and run ability, and it has a lot of tankiness as well. It lacks the ability to do the objective, but attack power is really good. Tankiness is really good with the shield. Hit and run ability is super good. So it is going to be somewhat in between, in my opinion, either a meta class or close to like the meta classes. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below where would you guys put the Tempest. And next it is gonna be the Crusader, and the Crusader I think is again, I think I'll be putting Crusader in close to meta classes. The reason for that is it is lacking the ability to do hit and run, but Crusader has some big AoE, really high damage, a lot of tankiness, and can provide a lot of support, especially when it comes to doing the objective. But the skill cap of this class is going to be higher compared to some other classes, and I know that a lot of you guys don't like playing a slow class, and because of that you might be struggling to play a Crusader at the meta level. So I would say that the Crusader is going to be close to meta classes for most people, and if you are a really well built Crusader, it is indeed going to be a meta class, making a big difference when it comes to providing support and doing the objective. And next it is gonna be the Blood Knight. Blood Knight goes into rest in peace. Just kidding, I don't think I will be putting any classes in the rest in peace today. Blood Knight is doing somewhat decent right now with the dot build, but keep one thing in mind: you will need a high potency for that, the proper gem setup, and even after that the skill cap for the Blood Knight is gonna be pretty high. But I will be putting the class in a tier list which says buffs are needed, and Blood Knight will be better after that. And next it is gonna be the Necromancer. Necromancer, in my opinion at least, you guys can disagree with me, that is totally fine. I believe so it is not the meta class anymore, but close to the meta classes. You have the rat form build, you have the golem build. going on for you guys. On the top of that, you guys can add the dot damage over time and combine that with the rat form, and it can still be pretty solid class out there close to meta. And if you are a really a master of the Necromancer, and of course then you can take it all the way up here. I know a few players who have been running some insane damage overtime setup with the Necromancer rat form build. It's really hard to kill them, and some of them are like feel like they are really OP. But for most of the Necromancer, this is where I will put the class which is going to be close to the meta classes. Next, it is going to be the monk. Monk is been doing pretty good. It can like really good in 1 versus 1, a lot of attack power, hit and run, and can provide support. And because of that, I will be putting the class in good tier, which says high skill cap. The skill cap of playing a monk is gonna be pretty high, and it can fight all the meta classes above, but the skill cap is gonna be pretty high. If you make a mistake, then rest assured you are pretty much dead. But if you have a high skill cap, then you will be challenging the meta classes with the monk. And of course, you will have to come with some proper magic attributes like having high evasion rating that you can do and challenge the meta classes, and you will need high skill cap. Next, it is gonna be the wizard. Wizard is currently right now is the meta class, and so it goes straight up there. We have a couple of different metas. One of them is where you run, knock people up, keep spamming your abilities and kill them fast. Another one is where you do the same thing but stay invincible so no one can see you. And then there is another meteor meta right now, allowing you to stay invincible and keep spamming a meteor that hit like a tank. So right now, a wizard can do a lot of attack and can provide a lot of support and can do hit and run, but it is not that great when it comes to doing objective. And so wizard goes into the meta classes. Next, it is gonna be Druid. Druid is on the rise in my opinion and getting pretty good. And so I will be putting Druid right beside the monk, and in a tier list which says Druid is a good class, but you will need a high skill cap and you can fight even meta classes. I have been seeing some solid Druid who refuse to die. They keep on buffing their HP up, can take so much damage and can do the objective. Pretty solid Druids out there, and I believe so in the upcoming days and weeks. As the Druid get more spotlight, a lot more people will start playing the Druid when it comes to especially doing the objective. It has a lot of tankiness, can provide support, and also somewhat has the ability to do hit and run, can be pretty fast. And next, it is going to be the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter again now goes into the meta class, especially if you build it properly, can do so much hit and run, nothing can stop the Demon Hunter right now from any, like it can escape from all sort of crowd control effect right now while dealing damage. That makes the class really solid, and especially if you are a skilled Demon Hunter, you know where to move to using the dashes. Really annoying to catch these Demon Hunter while they do some high damage, especially when the secondary stats are built up correctly using some proper gems. So Demon Hunter goes into the meta, and at the end we are left with our beloved Barbarian. Everyone loved this dude, and so it goes into rest in peace. Never mind, just joking here. The Barbarian, it has been doing really good with the Wild Wind build, Undying Rage. Solid when it comes to tankiness, can take the most damage while staying Undying, has a decent attack power, and can do hit and run and can provide support as well. on being the idol. So a really solid class, and this is how my tier list for September is gonna look. Let me know in the comment section down below, how would you guys swap classes here and there, and I respect your opinion. Hopefully you guys will respect mine. At the end, it is just a personal opinion and not a stated fact like it is written here. Anyhow, I'm signing off. You guys have an excellent day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one later.